Alright, so this is the bearing. This is the driver's side of the transmission for my son's 2004 1.8 liter turbo Jetta. It has a 6-speed manual. As you can see here, the ball bearings are all sitting down at the bottom and there's none up here. So the red is grease. I had put grease in here thinking that I could use grease to hold the bearings and the ball bearings separated and in place, and hopefully snap the plastic cage on off of the other bearing. But upon further inspection of this one, see if I can switch hands here. Inside of here, you've got your inner race right here, and there is a snap ring right here that holds the inner race in, and then you've got the outer race where the ball bearings ride here on the inner race. If you see up top here, if the camera will focus, keeps focusing on my hand, you can see up top here how it's all smooth, and then you see it's real pitted right there. If I run the pick down it, here it's smooth, you don't hear anything. As soon as I get to here, you can hear it just, if I just snap a plastic cage on there, the pitting right there is just going to wind up tearing these ball bearings up, and this is going to be a wasted effort. So what I'm thinking I can do, and I'm not going to try this tonight, I'll try it tomorrow, and it will become part 3 of this video trial and error. This snap ring right here, if I take this snap ring off, that's what holds the inner race to this shaft. So I'm hoping I can take the snap ring off, maybe put a little pressure on this shaft, lift up on it, and that should free these balls. I'll be able to pop them out the bottom at that point. I don't need it to move much, just a little bit. Once it moves, these will free up. I can get them out of the way, and then at that point I'm going to try to heat this up. I'll probably try a heat gun at first, not quite as hot as a torch, and see if I can heat it up just enough to expand it and slide it off of there. If I can, then I'll be able to slide a new one on there and reverse the process, kind of put some pressure up on this shaft. This is the input shaft of the transmission itself. Put some upward pressure on this, drop these balls back in there, take the pressure off of the shaft, which will hold it back in place basically like you see it now, and then go through putting packing some grease in here, and using the pick to kind of get them separated and into place so that they would line up with the plastic retainer that goes over, and plastic cage. So they'd be sitting something like this right here, and then I'd be able to just press that plastic cage back on there to hold them in place, and then snap the new cover that we got onto here. So it's a long shot. I'm mildly optimistic that it's going to work. It is a long shot for sure, but I've got nothing to lose. If it doesn't work out, we're in the same position we are now. I mean, you really can't drive it like this. It won't. The bearing's making noise like crazy. It's not supporting itself. It's not going to last long. So either what I'm going to try tomorrow works out, and we wind up with a new race. The outer race, I've checked it all the way around with the pick. It's perfectly smooth. Why the inner one tore up and the outer one didn't, I don't know. Also, like rotating all these balls around and looking at all the different sides of every one of them, I don't see any pitting in any of the ball bearings themselves. It's just this inner race for some reason. You can hear it there. You get up here where it's smooth and you don't hear anything. So I don't know why it happened or what it did, but that's the situation right now with on the car end of it. I don't have any other ideas of stuff to try. There's just not much you can do because this bearing comes from the inside of the transmission. So I'm gonna stop this video here. just wanted to basically give you a rundown of what was going on with the transmission itself, what we see, and what you would see on yours if you're having a similar issue, and a potential solution. And I'll try to videotape as much of that as I can tomorrow, and go from there. Part 1 of this, I listed the new bearing, and the part number is in the description, as well as the cover that pops on here. I'll try to put them in the description of this one as well.